All right, we have an existing garage door opener that no longer works properly, so we're just going to go over the steps, if you have an existing opener, how to replace it with a new one. All right, we're going to take the old one down first. We're going to pull a clevis pin here on the arm that connects to the door. Also up on top, we're going to remove a bolt that connects a bracket to the end of the opener. And then we're going to go over to the opener itself and we're going to remove a couple bolts on the metal strap, and we'll drop down the old one. Okay, we're also going to remove the wiring and the safety lenses on the door also. All right, on the unit itself, I'm going to remove the bolts that connect it to the iron strap that connects it to the ceiling, and then I'm going to remove the wires that connect it to the push button inside the garage. All right, we're going to drop the first rail into the power head and connect it with a couple of bolts, and then we're going to go section by section and put each part of the rail together till we have one long piece. And because the area is hard to get into here, I'm going to use a socket on one side and an open wrench on the other to tighten it down. Each section of the rail is connected with a small coupler, and then a clip goes over it, and then we're going to slide the rails together and then connect it with a bracket and a couple of bolts. Now we put these switches about 12 inches from the power head and about 12 inches from the end of the rail. And this is going to turn off the garage door opener when it gets to the top and when it gets to the bottom. Alright, now that I got all the parts together, I put the end of the rail into a bracket that was already there from the previous opener and tightened it. And now we're going to lift this up and put it through the angle iron that we have in the ceiling. Now the instructions wanted me to use a bracket like this for the arm for the door, and I had an existing piece of metal that's already been put into the door and is in great shape. So what I did was I put a few washers right by the clevis pin, and that's going to hold it nice and firm so I don't have to replace this bracket. And finally I wired the electric eyes the same distance off the floor, and I wired it all the way back to the power head. I also wired in the lines from the button inside to the power head. And that's about it, so we'll give it a try. Alright, there you go. Pretty straightforward. If you have an existing garage door, you can just kind of follow what you have and put a new one in pretty easily and save some money.